Hi beautiful soul, here's Julie Routier for another weekly reading. Welcome into this space, this sacred space. So for you who don't know me, I am the founder of Essence Sky, the School of Healing and Natural Therapy, and an intuitive energy healer. So the way I work is that I really channel message from other realms that are sent to me for the collective. So I really this week received a really strong message that I thought was really for my own awareness, but then this morning I got really told that I needed to share it with you. So the way I work is that I really listen when there is a message for the collective. Well, every week at this stage there has been one, and then I use card because I know, guys, you know, it's so nice to have image, and then we get sometimes deeper message as well. But the strong message when I connect with you is always there for you. So if you come across this video on another week, it just means there is a message for you on a conscious level, on a subconscious level, or simply for your soul journey to really evolve and shift stuff. So make sure to listen to it when you are attracted, and also really take what resonates with you. This is so important. You know, we all unique, we all have our experience, our own background, and we have to really take what resonates with our own soul. We know what is good for us, we know what our heart wants and our soul wants. I'm going to dive in really with the message first that I received. So the message that I received is that any past experience that have been very excruciating, they have been there for a really strong reason for you. And I know even if you just came out of that situation, or, and the wind is really going up like a storm, if you just came out of this situation, if you're still in that situation, the message is that these experiences are actually breaking old habit, breaking your world to actually let emerge something new. And that something new is very necessary in the world we live in, because we need people to awaken. And so I talk about that earthquake, you know, and the strength we're going to take. And I talked about that because that's a message I also received. But this has even a deeper meaning here. The meaning is that when actually our world is breaking and that we touch the bottom rock, we are on our knees, head on the floor, this is the bottom. And in that bottom is where we are able to actually get in touch with our true essence. And what the universe wants, it wants to shake us, because it really wants us to find our real purpose. And I always talk about that because that's why also I have developed my school, is because I help people to find their purpose while developing a holistic practice that they can use in their family or on a professional level. But the main point of this course is that you really go deep in. And often it's when we get a shake, when we get like breakdown, that we are able to go in, because it's almost like we are forced in to look, because we are stopped. We are stopped. Usually, you know, it goes like a very strong accident or accident. Something's happened in our life that is really dramatic, that make us stop. And that's the moment where a lot of people are going through, are in it, or have just come out of it, because going in life, always going through life without, I won't say without a purpose, but without listening to our heart is just bringing us nowhere. And we need people who are awakened, because that's what's going to awake the world, awake the collective. And that's also why I share this message collectively. Honestly, this is a huge message, and you can see in the world all what is happening. It's a big earthquake, it's a shift, but it's not the end. It's like we're shaking because something's new, beautiful, new need to emerge from us. And it's almost like we need to be shaken, we need to be slapped in the face to realize what we have inside us, all the gift. And so that experience, even if it's like dramatic, and I can tell you, like end of 2019, I've been in the most excruciating pain, all at once as well. So honestly, if you are in that space, I hear you. And if you say to me, Julie, I can't get out of it right now, I hear you, you know, I hear you. And I have emotion coming up because I hear you. And what I want to say to you is that you will feel, it just bring emotion into me, but that's okay. It's just because I'm going in. You will feel when you are ready. And there will be like a shift happening in your world. And I felt that shift this week. And that's why also I felt I was able to share that with you. It's why I received that message. I was able to share that with you, because I felt this strongly within me that I was in the rock bottom. And something shifted. And that's what I want to say to you. It's like a thought, some things will come on your path to shift some things within you, and you'll be able to stand up. And I'll honestly tell you, you'll be able to stand up. I'm not saying that pain won't be there, but you'll stand up and you'll know, and everything from your heart is going to awaken. And if you are listening to this video, you are someone who work on yourself. You are someone who is already in tune into that. And if you are not, it's that you are wanting, or your soul is wanting. So that's why you come across this video, because you need to hear that message. And and yes, so what I want to say to you is that you're going to stand up again. You're going to feel that. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's going to happen. And it's going to be sudden, like someone slap you in the face. And you'll know your direction, and you'll know where you want to go with that. And it's really an awakening, but it's very empowering when you know that you are capable of that, because you are the actor of your life. And any path you're going through is to teach you some things. Even the most excruciating, there will be some things toward your healing journey. There's some things you learn that you'll be able to teach to others, or just simply to open your heart and accept and forgive. And that's a huge healing. And I'm not saying like it's done overnight. What I'm saying is that some things will shift, and it's really shifting at the moment. So that's why I'm sending you this message. And if you come across this video later on, it's just meaning in your world you needed to hear that now at that time. So really, like I say, trust what come on your road, trust your gut feeling, but to trust your gut feeling you have to go in. And often that's the breakdown. Anyway, that's what I want to say to you. There is something else. Okay, and funny enough, guys, this tarot has been in my clinic, and I haven't been able to touch that tarot until today, which is very strange, because that tarot was like all the energy of my clinic, which I left in September, and so which I had to let go, and that was a really deep grieving. You know, and I was able to touch it today. So I feel definitely the shift is there. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you. All right, so let's get more in depth in this message. There we go. Yeah, because I know there is lots for you here, and you take what really resonates with you. It's very important that you really follow your gut. So it's important for you to have teacher along the way that you really trust, that you really connect with, but you are your own teacher. All right, you are a deep teacher of yourself, and to teach yourself, experience are coming in your way to open your eyes. Experience that are not always joyful, but they are a gift for you to get closer and closer to what you are meant to do here. We are not human having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual we are spiritual beings that have a human experience. All right, it's very different. We're here to experience a lot. All right, okay, so a lot came out. Definitely change, and the rebel, and I feel that, you know, there is a lot of rebellion in our world. There is a lot of change happening. Change happening on all aspects, okay? So yes, like I say, bigger squeaks, things moving, things shifting, and even if it sounds like our world is crashing, or we're never going to stand up, we are going backward, we actually are not. We are healing to go further. We are breaking down to awaken in another way. And it's an experience. So you see exactly what I was saying. It's an experience. And I invite you, and I'm going to do a full video on that, on clearing our energy, on being able to charge and clear our energy. Excuse me, it's processing. So if I make noise, burp, yawn, is just me processing energy because I receive lots of message. So you have to get used to this. It's just like that. So experience, and so the experience, and I feel is really reconnecting with nature, and this card is really saying about that. It's really, have you ever touched a tree? So if you ever touch a tree, go now in nature and hug a tree and feel the energy, the magnificent energy moving in a tree, and the message that the tree has to bring you. Honestly, I'll tell you a story. When I was walking, one day I was walking, I think it was last year, and I was walking and I heard, you need to go and touch that tree. And I was like, oh, what the hell, I don't really want to go and touch the tree right now, I'm on my walk, da 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 da. So I continue my walk, didn't want to listen, continue my walk, come back, and I get at the same point where the tree was, and I heard again, go and touch the tree. I was like, okay, you know, I'm not stubborn like that. I went and touched the tree and felt it, and I received a strong message. And then I had a man who was with me, and he said, have faith, and that was huge for me at that time. So that message really resonated with me, and then I asked, because I felt that strong masculine presence with me, and I asked, who are you? And then he said, oh, I'm Joshua. And you know, it didn't even click with me at that time, because because I am someone who definitely was connected to religion, Catholicism and Christianity when I was young, but not anymore at that stage. And I definitely have the deep connection to the universe, and you know, I definitely realize with my faith and with my connection with the spiritual realm that all was connected, you know, God, the universe, whatever we believe in, it's all connected. So it's beautiful to have faith. Anyway, And then I called my mom, because we always share this story like that together. And then I said, oh, you know, I got told to touch a tree, and it was very strong because, oh, I remember now, to have faith. Because what was quite crazy is that I received a message, and then a week later, one of my colleagues worked with me. She offered me a bracelet, and she said, Julie, this is the bracelet of faith. So she didn't even know the story. So for me, it was huge, you know, 2 messages like that, and I was within a week. And then I told to my mom, and she was like, oh, yeah. So actually, Julie, Joshua is Jesus. And I was like, what? And so it was quite funny, because then it did make sense. He came to really remind me that I needed to be faithful for everything I had in my life, and to really believe that there is much more than us. And that's where we are now. We have to understand that we are energetic being, and that there is much more than us here. And the message that was very strong that I heard this week, and that I needed to share, is that we don't get the choice now. We are put front of that reality that there is much more than us, and we are connecting with that, and that we are shown the way of our personal purpose that will shift the energy of the world. And that's beautiful. And it doesn't mean you will be a spiritual teacher or you will do something spiritual, but some things within your life will impact on others, and that's what we need, and that's beautiful. So if you have a dream that impact on others, that is for really bringing the collective together on something beautiful, meaningful, this is what you will be forced to do, because it's what the world needs. So that's what the message I received that I needed to share with you. Yes, is that correct? Yes. And so we're leaving that experience, and why I'm coming to that card, because that card is just beautiful. It's really saying, go back in the nature and embrace that energy of the nature. Really experience to be recharged by it, you know? And very beautiful. And yes. Alright, so yes, these 2 cards, they really go together. Isolation and control. And you know, in ourselves, there is definitely a part of us that want to control what is going on, and that isolate us. Because by wanting to control what is going on now, we are blocking the flow. And by blocking the flow, we froze on the spot. And so that really what that card made me think. It's like we froze, we ice all part of ourselves when we are trying to shine, and you can see the light, you know, and it's crying. It's really wanting to show its light, but by the controlling, by, I would say, by the rigid, by the, oh, what's the word? By, oh, it will come back to me. By self-belief. There we go. I burped. By the self-belief, we have a belief system that control us, that make us isolate, become like froze. And our heart is wanting to melt that ice to really shine and show its light, and that's very strong. So that's what is shifting. So you might have that feeling of being stuck, and you want to explode, and you feel like your world is crashing. Honestly, it's the word that come to me, and if you go and read my post on Instagram, Facebook, that have come to me this weekend, that really strong, because it's really this weekend that I felt that shift, boom. And where you feel stuck, you feel lost, you feel like you lost all sense of purpose, you know, and that you really don't know where you are, and that's okay. All right, so just a reminder, we have been through Mercury retrograde. This is the moment where everything rises up, and I was talking about that in my video last week, and that's go until I feel 7th of March we're going to be released a bit from that. But really there is that sense of holding on, and you can see that, you know, holding on, and then we hurting ourselves, we are, you know. And what I really encourage you, even if it's hard and challenging, is to really let go. Let go. Try to find the calm within you by going for a walk, by meditating, by going in nature and connect to nature, and really forget that system, that belief system at the moment, because there is a lot of change. Okay, there is lots of change, and you can see everything is moving, and you can see it really impact on it really impact on our yin and yang, so feminine, masculine, on the earth, the fire, the 5 elements. It really also impact on our energy. It really move everything. Okay, so that's where we feel like, and at the same time, yeah, we feel rebel, but I do feel because we feel isolate, we also feel that we want to get out of that. And you can see the chain around the feet is actually going to break. It's actually going to break. But it's only going to break when you let go, accept, and when you let all that crazy storm around you do its things, and then let all the world shake around you, but come back to your inner self. If you need to crash down on your knees, it's okay, guys, you know. But what you need to know is that you are capable, that there is a shift that will come back, that will come, where you're going to be stronger than you ever been, because you have gone down. Okay, so I really invite you, if you, and I hear like loss of job, loss of people you love, loss of identity, loss of self, anything like that, surrender, let it go. And I know a lot of energy, like anger, fear is the worst, fear coming back up, and then you close up yourself, but then you isolate. So by actually letting go, you'll be able to melt and let your heart shine. And I think it's really, this needed to happen for you to go back to your heart. And that's what I hear. It needed to happen for you to go back to your heart. Okay, so if you trust that, if you have faith in that, you'll see that behind that crazy storm, something beautiful is going to arise after that, is going to show you the way. All right, and honestly, it takes a lot of trust and personal experience, I can tell you. All right, honestly, a lot. But then what I found beautiful is that the 2 cards that are reversed is abundance and success. And so that's what I want to say, is that when you have gone through all this is going to happen. And you can see how relaxed and zen and beautiful, open, you know, you see the sun and the moon, and everything is realigned. Abundance in all aspects of your life, alignment, and then success. Celebrate all the success in your life. So when that moment happens, guys, it's really important to, excuse me, a lot coming up today. It's very it's very important to listen. Oh, why listen is coming in? Well, I hear it's very important to listen to your heart, but what I wanted to say is to celebrate each moment in your life, even the little one, having gratitude of all that come to you. All right, celebrating your success, the success, and see that lion, that tiger, sorry, is on the world, is on the planet. So it's quite meaningful as well, you know. It's almost like what I hear as well with that card is because it's this energy and our world crashing down is for a biggest purpose, for the healing of the world as well. That by letting your world change and reform and rebirth and letting yourself stand up again with that shift, because you will get clarity, and it will be like a slap in your face and you'll stand up again. But it's a success because you will have impacted on a world level, on an earth level. So not just for your own self, it's like a shift for humanity. And that's also a message. It's a shift for the humanity. Can you imagine that? It's just beautiful. And I love the fact that it's actually that tiger is walking on earth, because it's celebrating our earth. It's really celebrating our earth. Okay, so I feel there is other message. All right, message for the collective is honestly beautiful, guys. I love this message, and I felt it strongly, and I was like, oh, but I hear it. I hear it, but it's nice when I get to share that with you as well. Okay. Power of divine masculine. Yeah, this card that just came out. Oh God, it's very... Alright. Okay. Alright, so this card straight away, what it's come to tell me is like we're going to open our perspective in a 3 dimension or in a 5 dimension, and we're going to be very, and why I say that, because it's the, you know, we're opening our perception. We're going to be very open to what we receive from the universe, and we're going to really listen to that and be connected to that. So this card for me is very strong, and it's also it's almost like you have all the atom connecting, so there will be a collective connecting on a conscious level. Oh, sorry, on a subconscious level is going to have a shift, and it's going to really connect us to our temple, that is our heart. And when you see the person sharing from the hand, that energy, what I feel strongly with that shift that is happening now, that is breaking and crushing our own inner world and outside world apart, is that we are going to rebuild it. We are going to rebuild it, but in a different way, and in a way that is much more sustainable for all of us. And all the atom connecting is that we are going on a collective level, we are going to really connect and be much more connected to one another, to recreate actually what we want. And we're going to create our inner temple. It's by creating our inner temple that we will be able to change what happens around us. So that is very, very strong. And then we have Nana Buluku. She rests to create. Here we go. Beautiful message again. Coming back to our heart to actually be able to create a change around us. And that was also a very strong message that I heard. Is that it's by actually looking after our own temple, coming back in and knowing what is good for us, that we are going to increase our vibration. And by increasing our vibration, we are impacting on others. And that's a superb message again. From connecting to our heart center, we can emanate our beauty and share it. And on a subconscious level, people are going to be shifted by your vibration. So we say love, not fear. Very, very important, you know, guys, to come back to our deep, deep faith, deep trust, that we know that there is bigger for us, and that we are guided at this stage, and the crashing down is the step to rebuild, and we need to go to that, to go to our true essence of our own being, our own heart, and opening our heart to actually be able to be authentic and share some things that is very meaningful for everybody and for our planet. Yes. I hear that's everything, that's beautiful, that's perfect. Yes, I know that before I needed to read something, and I'm just going to read you this. I'm going to read you the healing process of Nana Boloku. Because, yeah, alright, because I think it's important that we can end our session together with this. It's actually not a small one, but listen, you can also, you know, if you want to do this healing process on your own time after, just pause the video and make sure to do it, because it's something that you can really do on your own. Find a place to rest, laying down flat on your back, with your legs and arms slightly apart, preferably with soft lighting so that you can close your eyes. The aim is to create a restful environment that will feel supportive of you slowing down your thought process and settling out of your head into your body. I invite you to really visualize some soft circle that surround the head of a goddess. Allow your vision to soften and even become a little blurry as you slowly and gently shift your gaze from circle to circle. Do not focus sharply on anything, but just lightly and easily shift your gaze from left to right and right to left, up and up, from circle to circle. Do this slowly until it feels lightly hypnotic and relaxing. You are going to imagine, visualize, feel, or pretend that your thought can drift out of your head, moving around outside of your head, becoming like the soft round circles. The more the thought becomes soft, round, gently moving outside of your head, the more peaceful and restful the inside of your head feels. You can relax more deeply for healing and restoration. Alright, now I invite you to close your eyes and to rest for as long as you need into that deep meditation. And when you are ready, on your own time, you can wiggle your feet and your hand and gently come back to this space right now. So if you love this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel So I do weekly guidance like this. I just love guiding you on a path, and again, take what resonates with you. You are really the actor of your life, and I invite you to really look after yourself deeply and open your heart to yourself. All right? Oh my goodness, there is a lot of stuff shifting. For today, it's really all that needed to be said, and I'm going to leave you with this. If you want to know more about what I do, there is many video on our channel that might interest you, and I'm going to do a video where I share with you how to clear up your energy as well, because that's going to really help you on your journey. Alright guys, so I'm going to leave you here, sending you lots of love, and we'll see you next week guys. Take care, bye!